Episode 3. Oh, it's a little darker here. Again, why am I so close? Oh, the view resets every time. I just pressed Z and it zoomed out an awful lot. Just the one? I could have sworn there was more things to lock onto. Oh, stop those. Maybe I should just be using my regular gun then. Yeah, he's already smoking. He's got nothing on me. Can I crash into the ground? No, it appears I cannot. I tried though, you know I'll always try. Oh, he's sending out little drones and shit. Okay. Last guy was all about the project. Oh, he just crashed. Okay, fuck him. What a doofus. He did that to himself. Well, there's many friends on the ground. So many targets. Target-rich environment. Alright, we're going under here now. Like, post-apocalypse after, like, a huge, like, techno era. It's always pretty cool. It's always fun seeing like planes and stuff and people riding dragons or whatever. I guess the like mixture of fantasy and sci-fi. I know Final Fantasy VII was really going for that stuff like that, where it's like there's just old, really cool. What even hit me there? Are you cheating? Like the old like technological stuff that like is hardly even usable or understandable anymore. That was a thing I really like about the Vampire Hunter D universe as well. Is it like the vampires created a bunch of awesome shit because they're like super great, and then they just like disappeared. Now the human race is like, what do we even do with all this shit? So like the ruins always have like a cool design and stuff like that. Or there's just like old technology that's still functioning, like security and stuff that like poses a problem and a threat. That's always super interesting. Ooh, that texture I'm aiming at looked pretty bad for a while. It's like the textures are like, they like chop to better as you get closer. You can like see the pixels less and less as we get closer. All these guys. So it seems like I'm just kind of, we don't have a lot of story context here. All we have is, you know, we're going on an adventure to stop the dragon from reaching the tower. What we learned in the instruction manual. I have no idea what this is. This could be completely unmanned. Maybe this is the cool like ancient security thing that's like still active that I was talking about that I think is pretty cool. Or maybe it is manned and I just don't know. Creating an air of mystery is always pretty cool. And this world is mysterious, isn't it? Like, we've been taught so little about it. Like, if there were like novels in this universe, I'd probably read them. I really like extended universe novel stuff. I read all the Alien novels, a couple Predator novels, and of course like all the Vampire Hunter D. There's like almost 30 volumes of that now. But yeah, I think there's like a comic maybe. Or perhaps I just really need to play through all of the rest of them to get my fill. Which was my sentiment from the beginning, is perhaps it is time. Nope, can't quite. Sometimes it's a little tough to figure out which directional zone I'm supposed to be paying attention to. I see there's another guy. Oh, no, he's not just close to my right side. Are they gonna combine? Currently not a lock-onable target. Oh, now they are. Yeah, they combined. That's cool. I like that. Oh, am I supposed to be zooming, like flying up and down to dodge these? It seems that way. There we go. That was kind of fun, having to go up and down. Obviously, that's not it. If it's going to combine ones, it's going to morph and combine into other things. Fucking love that. Very cool. Now it's going to have a different gimmick, right? Where the fuck is it? It's going to land over here? It's going to land behind me? Oop! Was not paying attention. Oh, he didn't land in front of me, okay. So now he's just hopping around. He seems like it's gonna be... Oh, someone was shooting at me from this side. Ow! Fucking crashed into him. He's sticking his wing out. Ooh! I thought I was gonna crash into him again. Landing behind me again? Okay. Got your number this time, buddy. Got my lock on ready. Oh yeah, I guess the crosshair spins quicker when you're in the lock-on mode. That's fun too. It's a fun little dynamic animation. Is he like firing some kind of drone thing ahead of me that's doing that? Okay, so I guess we've destroyed the one half completely. I wonder if there's... Oh, I mean, technically this is a third form because it's different, but I was kind of hoping they would combine into like something way cooler at the end. But hey, that was still fun. I'm pretty excited to see that in the remake. I'm sure it'll look a lot cooler. Hopefully the visuals are agreeably better. Because I know sometimes, you know, they can, when reimagining these like older models with like the limitations they have, sometimes reimagining them in like a more modern look isn't always an agreeable upgrade. Although I'm pretty sure that they'll do a fine job. So I'm still looking forward to it. Episode 4, so this would be the last episode we do if I was playing on easy. I mean, technically, I'm playing on the easiest, because I have the invincibility cheat on. Also, I feel like... Oh no, you don't get a lot of credits. So maybe I would be able to beat this. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I'm not... I guess also the difficulty could amp up at any minute now, I don't know. This area is going by very quickly. Having a hard time keeping up. Very dark too. We don't have a lot of draw distance here to work with. Ooh. And sometimes there's just so many bullets. I feel like I remember this stage when I played the PC version, and I don't remember getting past it. This might be we might be reaching the limit of my experience with this game. Because I did not use the cheats when I played the PC version, and I'm clearly taking quite a few hits. So I have a feeling that this is probably the stage that kicked my ass and took my name. Ooh, quick turn. I wonder how good the PC version would even look. I don't mean like emulating this, but like the actual PC version, if it can be upscaled to like a really high resolution look, okay. I also wonder if the remake has these graphics. Because sometimes they'll do that, where they'll leave like the initial graphics intact and it's simply just like a high resolution version of them. Like Guardian Heroes HD on the 360, for example. It does have like a touched up graphics mode where like the pixels are a bit smeared to make it look a little more modern, a little less pixely, of course, as well as like shadows on it that were like that kind of looked like being drawn on by pencil, which was an effect I didn't dislike. I thought it looked okay, but it also had the classic version where, you know, it wouldn't look quite like the Saturn version, but like it would have the obvious pixel art and stuff. Both of which were perfectly agreeable. So I'm wondering if maybe the remake also has this style of graphics. I think Knights was also another thing that did that. The Knights port to PS3, I believe, had a Saturn mode, which was I think just like a non-widescreen, more chunky looking version. Oh. It's not opening both sides now. We gotta be careful. That one is, though. Oh no! It fucking deceived me. Just stay close to the middle so that I can move towards the one that opened. That's the trick. Yeah, Nights is another one that I'd like to revisit. I think I was actually planning to do that around Christmas and obviously get up to the Christmas nights, but some things came up and I did not do that. Obviously that thing's on my radar. I need to pay it some attention. We're not just going to pass by and pretend it is nothing. And now I'm kind of getting House of the Dead vibes of this guy coming towards us up a very similarly shaped tunnel. Are you just gonna show off and like pose and dance around, or are we gonna get to fighting? Here we go. This guy kind of yeah, I'm both reminded of the House of the Dead, the spider boss in the first one. That is a very similar tunnel. But again, because I can hardly really see what exactly this guy looks like due to the resolution, his arms are reminding me of War Greymon. That's all I can really say. Is there more to it? Should I be shooting more rapidly instead? He isn't taking a lot of damage. Oh no, we are facing this way now. Okay. It seems like he's blocking a lot of the time too. Should I maybe be looking for an opportunity to shoot at the right time? Sorry if this is taking forever because I can't figure out his gimmick. And sorry if you can hear the button clicking. I'm using the Retrobit Pink controller. I did a review for a controller that apparently isn't very good for your ports. I was commenting on how tight it was. But something I liked about that controller was it was quiet. I know a lot of people were complaining about like the first Retrobit controllers, the L and R were not clicky, but it's like I don't really care for the noise, especially when I'm recording videos, because then you can hear the click clack in the background. Oh yeah, I did blast off one of his arms. We're playing the shoot off the arms game, and then once I've shot off his arms, which I just did, he will no longer be able to defend, and now we blast him with the laser. Oh, and he's just got like a constant laser there. I was wondering what was hitting me. I couldn't see it because myself was in the way. Oh, it's because we're supposed to be shooting at his head right now. You know, damage me all you want. I spent long enough on that battle. I wasn't going to keep trying to dodge his attacks and stuff. It took me long enough to figure it out because I'm a big old doofus. Shoot his bits too because fuck him. And yeah, he just clips through me. It didn't damage me clipping through me that time. Alright, bye! Oh, there's that evil dark dragon. So is that the end of the episode? This is usually the shot that we get when it's the end, right? Oh no, there's still things going on. Nope, okay, that's it. Episode 4 completed. So imagine you played it on easy because you were worried about how bad you would do, and then the game just ended here. Like, what a cock tease. At least it tells you in the instruction manual, so it's not... Of course, assuming you have it. Like, I consider how vital the instruction manual might be for, like, Nintendo games. But whenever you see, like, old NES games, you never... Well, I mean, not never, but almost never see them in like the box with the manuals and stuff. I'll zoom out so I can get my peripherals. And it makes you wonder how much important information is in the instruction manual, because I got an NES ages ago and I was really into it, and I remember like the only thing I had were cartridges, and some games I just could not figure out, and I was like, well, this just kind of sucks. I simply cannot figure out these games because I don't have the instruction manual to instruct me. And of course we didn't have like in-game tutorials and stuff back then. I mean, we didn't have one now for this game. So, you know, instruction manuals are a lot more important than they were now. A lot of games now, when you buy physical, don't even have instruction manuals. They just have like maybe a slip, like an advertisement. I mean, some do, and that's cool, but for the most part, they'll have in-game tutorials, which, you know, it's cool, saves on paper. Don't want to be using paper when you don't have to, but it's just a little collectible thing. I like to have it. Okay, the one over here is orange, so it clearly means more business. Oh, stop that. Thing's gonna come for me. Now you're coming for me. Is it up? Is it down? But yeah, not only do we have in-game tutorials, but a lot of times like there will be instruction manuals, but in a digital format. Like I think on PS3, sometimes it would like, if you had like a PS3 game in, underneath the like play game icon, there's sometimes a read manual icon. And it'll usually open up in a browser, so I guess it's like an HTML file instead of necessarily like a PDF of sorts, but PS4 does that too. If you can like go to the game information and there's like, you know, what the DLCs are, what DLCs you have, what people are playing it and stuff. And sometimes there'll be like a digital manual option. So you can just take a look at that. I think I've only ever done that a very few handful of times. But like I said, it's just kind of nice having an instruction manual. I'm not even super sure what this thing is. I mean, it's got the little balloons up top, so it's an airship. But again, just more ancient technology I do not understand. Oh, those things were coming at me. Oh yeah, I guess maybe I want to shoot these. The obvious weak point. It would not be a very good airship if it is no longer able to stay up in the air, right? Are some of them darker than others? Do they have, like, visible damage taken? I can't look up that high. I need you to come down. Yeah, some seem darker than others, if an indication of how much damage I've done to them. That would be pretty cool if that was the case. There's people down here and shit. Oh, now there's just birds. Birds for scale. Let me know how big the place is. This area has been relatively flat. Not a whole lot of stuff going on here. And just like the flat ground level that Saturn games can produce, and then just like shrubbery and the occasional little plant. Which, you know, I guess I don't want to call it lazy design. Maybe that's just what they want, is a more swamp thing. Maybe keep the nothing to lock onto here, I guess. Or there is, and I just wasn't locking onto it. Or, you know, maybe keep it simpler so that we can have more complex enemy models. Yeah, not a whole lot I can lock onto here. Just shoot it rapidly. Kind of wish I had that rapid fire controller. Make that real easy. What am I even looking at here? Oh, it's like in the side of rock, I guess? Magic rock? Stone shit? That's cool. Did I not want to look that way yet? Oh, there's just like one lock on. It's not very great. Which one do you want me to be shooting at right now? I saw one of them flashing. Okay, this one's flashing. Wants my attention. Oh, doesn't want my attention anymore. Sometimes it does. I guess the top one is what we're focusing on right now. Sometimes I'm pressing L or R to like dodge out of the way. I wonder if that was, I think that might have been a thing in Dragon Guard where you could like do a fast dodge with the top button maybe. Pretty sure it's dead. The health bar is not going away despite it appearing to be empty. Does he have like just like a magic pixel? Or are we waiting for a certain phase for it before it can die? No lock. Oh, there's a lock on. No, it's gone now. Not super sure what you were expecting of me here. You're still on my radar. You're still around. Your health bar has not gone away. Is that a thing I can shoot at? Oh yeah, it's got a weakness on the bottom. This exposed blue bit, I suppose. And that thing? I think it follows me with pretty decent accuracy. It seems like he's almost out though. Yep. That is an empty chamber. Oh no, he's just refilled. Okay. The chamber was not letting me know that it was over. It is just, you know, that's an animation they didn't need to do. They didn't need to make it appear like an empty chamber, but they did. And I appreciate that. Imagine if that last kill, like, if that last hit killed me after the boss was already dead. That'd be a real piss off, wouldn't it? Alright, so it was just some robotic shit stuck to a magic rock. I love it. I loved it enough to destroy it. And now we move on to episode 6. How's my ratio? 62. 32 enemies missed. I feel like I don't even remember seeing that many enemies. So many little things buzzing around and flying about that are very easy to miss. Is nature kicking their ass? That's what it looks like. What is this cool thing? Yeah, the concept and like designs for these are really cool. I want to look at like an art book. If I can get my hands on a Panzer Dragoon art book, I would be very excited to look at all those. Also, I don't know how many episodes are even in this total. Is it just 6? That seems like a fair number. He does not have a health bar, so maybe there's no little point in focusing on him right now, because he's clearly the big bad guy. Oop, trying to dodge again. Oh, it could also be a time thing. Maybe he's just around for a certain amount of time. It could just be a survival thing. Maybe I get more score for shooting at him. I don't know. There doesn't seem to appear to be a score in this. There's no numbers on screen. Very minimalist, actually, come to think of it. A lot of older games always had like a lot of UI, score, a lives counter, but I just have like a health bar and a radar and then a boss health. And frankly, I consider that fairly minimalistic for this time. Oh, and the crosshair, I guess that counts as user interface. But even then, it's kind of cool and dynamic. There was a series I think was considered like a sister sequel or like a spin-off of this called like Crimson Dragon or something that was on the Xbox. I think it was trapped on Xbox too. I don't think it was like an exclusive that never got any like remakes or anything. It seemed okay. From what little footage I bothered to look at. I would have liked to try it if it was, you know, like this but modern. Then I still haven't played Panzer Dragoon Orta, so maybe I should do that. If the option to do something like this is still there. I wonder, was that on Xbox or Xbox 360 or 360 specifically? And if it's on just Xbox, I wonder if it's a cross or like compatible with 360, because I do own a 360 to play Guardian Heroes and own a Chambara specifically, mostly Guardian Heroes to be honest. So I wonder if I can maybe get my hands on Panzer Dragoon Orta, or if it's one of those games that's unreasonably expensive. I like that we're zipping through clotheslines and stuff. That adds a lot of personality to the stage. Like, people live here in this like water town. Kind of like, it's, I guess, a little like Venice, like a mystical Venice perhaps. Oh, I let him get away. So with those clotheslines there, I have to assume this place is inhabited. Would love to know more about this city. Just gotta look this way, get that guy. Oh, he's got many lock-on points, that's good. It always feels kind of good when you lock onto something and it has many points. Another thing I think number 2 adds, because we had the view change options. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to press Z to zoom all the way out. Those are not targets? Okay. But Panzer Dragoon 2 I believe didn't have the view change. I think it might have more complex environments, so they didn't want you to zoom out. I think maybe it has a fixed view for the sake of performance, if I recall correctly, or if I'm even guessing correctly. You know, I hear a lot of things and I see a lot of things, and I can never really remember where I hear them or if I'm making them up. But, oop, I should have been paying attention this way. Oh, that's episode 6. Wow, that's just like that, huh? It didn't even, like, have a thing where it zoomed out. That was just episode 6. But yeah, so I think I'll talk more about it into when I get to it, because I'm sure that I will. But instead of having a view change, those buttons were designated to like an ultra attack, where I think you had like a little meter, a second meter that would fill up, and when it was full you could spend it on like a dragon rage that would just shoot the lasers all over the place, automatically lock onto everything. Kind of like a screen clear. Last episode, okay, well, if it's not just a numbered episode that's last and called last episode, you know damn well this is the end of the game. There's no confusing it. So, did the Black Dragon make it to the thing? Is that what I'm to understand here? Ooh, dynamic view changes, alright. Alright, just shoot at him. He has many places to hit. I think it's kind of cool when giant, like, even though it looks pixely as shit, I think when giant models get close to the screen like that, it looks pretty dang cool. Let's zoom out a bit. Oh, it's like right on top of me now. I guess that looked a little sloppy, but for the most part, this guy's pretty cool looking. Because he's so big, I can actually, there's enough polygons to make out exactly what he is. Oh, those are much more rapid and harder to dodge. Their noise, however, is very generic. Is it even like possible to dodge when facing backwards? Because my dragon does not move around a whole lot when facing that way. Makes me wonder if maybe I should just face forward and just try to dodge the things coming at me from behind. Yeah, lock on all these things. I wonder what the maximum lock on is. Is it like 8? I'm not super sure. But yeah, there's not a lot of moving around when I'm facing backwards. I think there's just getting hit. Also, I'm sorry we won't be able to see or even experiment with whatever roll attack is. I think the roll attack thing that the cheats mentioned is like when your health is low, you do it. Or maybe it's like a charge, or you roll. I don't super know, but there was a thing that in the instruction manual or in the cheats that was like do a roll attack regardless of what your health is at. But I don't think I remember reading anything about how to do a roll attack in the instruction manual. So perhaps instruction manual's not as reliable as I thought. Alright, back to the no dodging. I guess maybe I should just focus on shooting more if they're not things I can lock onto and take out quickly enough. Perhaps the game takes that into consideration and I should have been shooting things instead of thinking I could dodge and not shooting at things. Almost down. You know, not that this is particularly stressful being invincible and all, but it's cool. That was exciting. That was exciting enough. Oh, and he like freezes and breaks apart and crumbles. That's fun. My radar actually, if you were looking at the transition just now, just before the radar disappeared, there was a little dot on it to signify this dragon. So I wonder if he is the final boss? Or if he just like spawns as an entity in that radar by accident. Perhaps it's the latter. Perhaps it spawns as an entity that has a radar thing. My rank is Seeker. Those are all my ratios. you know, having my ups and my downs. Just as many ups as downs. And there's the Sega guy, that's the end. So, yeah, like I said, because I think there's also, if you beat the game on hard, that turns into like a polygonal babe. Alright, so I've just put in the cheat for episode 0. What even is this? Oh, I have a score. And the game is seemingly running a lot better. As there is like no geometry except enemy geometry in my own. Yeah, the game is running hella smoother in this level 0. It appears to be very fast too. I don't know if it's just the way I don't know if it's just the game running faster. But because this seems to like the score is constantly going up. I wonder how long this is, or if it's just like it just keeps going until you die. Because I was commenting before that there's no score, whereas this definitely has a score. And it seems to just be a lot of targets coming at me. And then going away. Like, I feel like there's no point in turning around to chase them because they probably disappear pretty quickly. I don't know what I was expecting from a level. Like, let's see, is it even worth it? No, it's not even worth it. It's just a waste of time because then I lose time shooting at the things here. Yeah, I got a bit of a slowdown there when there's many enemies and many lock-ons just now. Yeah, this just seems to be spawn a bunch of enemies after a while. And they just do their own thing, I guess. That's a fun little thing they just added in. Maybe I'll play this for a while, see if anything happens. Alright, well this just seems to go on for quite a while, and it's not super interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit reset and see if we can try to get that hard mode ending to play. Okay, so yeah, perhaps that is the case. Because it made the dragon noise. And it said that it would make a dragon noise and play right away. So congratulations, you successfully put in a cheat. And I gotta say, thanks for having these cheats, because I think the cartridge slot on my Saturn is getting a little worn out from swapping them in and out a couple times, because they're not very great slots. So I think it has a little hard time reading my like action replay thing if I wanted to put in like any other kind of cheats, so that's kind of nice. I don't really like that it says that my skills deserve a reward. I didn't really do anything. The secret mode is now at your disposal. So this text definitely doesn't disappear at the rate that I can read it. Was there not going to be like a cutscene showing like things happening? Oh, there's a secret command it's going to give me. At least it gives you a lot of time to prepare so you can like scrounge about looking for a piece of paper. I wonder what that even is. LR. Oh, that's wizard mode, the fast mode. Okay. That's the mode that just moves very fast. I was kind of hoping for like an ending cutscene. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So yeah, like I said, invincibility mode, even if you do beat it on normal, you do not get to see the last cutscene. However, then there's just a cheat that lets you see it anyway. Though it seems weird that you would just deny me that at all. The dragon sends me away and then is what, doing like a suicide attack? Is that why he sent me away? Because I guess after the dragon crashes, they turn around and head back towards this thing. The dark tower that apparently, if the dark dragon gets to, it's going to spell a lot of bad times for everybody. And I guess that's it. So sad. That time we spent together, I will never forget. The bond that I grew with my dragon. That was someone else's dragon. An hour beforehand, I suppose. Well, Dragon, thank you for all you've done. We did it. Alright, I guess, oh, we got a nice, cool picture, too. I'd love to see that picture in a higher resolution. So, I'm going to go ahead, have a bit of a piss break, and then, maybe and then we're gonna play the next one. Or not the next one, per se, but, this again, but on the PS4.